So if you're doing a head talking video, meaning like you're sitting there and you're talking, like I'm talking. So three things I wish somebody would have told me before I got pregnant at 40. Pause. And then I would go into the three, and then I would go into like, if you don't know who I am, my name is Anna Connie Welters. Um, I'm a pre and postnatal yoga instructor, and I got pregnant at 40. I'm 45 now, so my son's in toddler, but I really thought about this, and so I hope this helps you. And then I would stop and go. Okay, so that is how you would do that, and then you would add the captions. So what I want to do is show you, because this is the hardest part. This is, I know, the hardest part. So I already have the app in my phone. And it's for fat mermaids, but it's okay. We're gonna just, let's see, Sparkle, just let her do it. See, what before felt like you still were playing small. So I'm just gonna copy the post because that wasn't the point. By the way, if you get one and you're like, I'm not feeling it, it turns mint green, so you don't have to do it. You just like already picked it. We would go to Claude projects, my yoga magic. I'm gonna do a new chat like this and take all this off. What was it? What before felt like you were still playing small? Okay, my story's pillar is okay. So I'm thinking about it from my yoga magic standpoint. Still feeling small. It's hard. Okay, we're not gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna show you a different way. But like select all. Hey Claude, can you help me create a reel that I can do as a head talking video? Something that would be educational, maybe like 3 tips or 3 things I wish someone would have told me before I got pregnant at 40 kind of situation, that I can do as a reel with a talking script, please. Okay, now remember, it already has my brand voice from my yoga magic. So it already knows my ICP. It already actually knows my offers. It has my website. It has all the things already built into Claude. And it doesn't have to be crazy, guys. My hair is in messy mom hair, so it kind of matches. And so let me pull up your content, your voice skills. So now see how it's already doing it. It's already reading MYM. So my yoga magic content wizard skills. It's already looking up my brand voice skill. It's already doing all the smart stuff, which is why I like Claude, because if we were doing this in ChatGPT, you'd actually have to be calling your custom GPTs. And now that we know that custom GPTs are being sunsetted, meaning they're going away with them, I don't have no business. Like that was the only real reason I would have stayed in ChatGPT, and now I don't have no reason to. So this takes a little bit of time, but I'm hoping to just kind of really quick show you guys. So while it's doing that, I'm going to show you something else. We'll come back to that. So one of the things that I have is this is an Instagram, this is a Canva template that I have. It has 125. If you were in the original Content Alchemy course, you guys already know that you had this as part of your bonuses, and it essentially goes through a cadence of what we kind of follow, but they're already branded to my business. All the fonts are changed to my business, the colors are changed, and this gives me my entire month's worth of social media, all my carousels, so that I have it as my long form option. Quote cards, all I got to do is go in there and change out the logo. And so this is also an option if you wanted to do something that's more like, I just want to create my entire month's worth of content in one go. You can 1000% do this, and it's built in so that I don't forget to what? Promote myself, because it is something that I commonly forget to do. And we need to make sure that this evergreen content of what we're actually selling is in there. And so it's just easy enough for me to come in here. I have plenty of stuff in my uploads folder. I probably need to like improve it, but I could 1000% pull this in, embrace the sparks, and now I have something to change. I would change this to a black so that it actually looks like a real phone. Okay. I don't know what that changes, but maybe that's the back of the phone, possibly. Oh yeah, the little buttons right there. And now it looks like a real phone. So that's cool. Then I just type in the stuff about what the content bingo is and then change this to my actual brand. Y'all, again, no, because it's dark. I have my light in my dark. Y'all should too. It's may not. Okay. Just kind of line it up, bring it across, delete that, and then line it up like that. Boom. Easy peasy. Okay. So that's that. Something that you can think about. If this is something like, and kind of, I want access to this, then I suggest you continue in the bingo challenge and stay tuned because I'm going to give you an opportunity to get in on that as part of Alchemize OS and the relaunching of Alchemize Content Method 3.0. What? Yes, I just spilled the beans a little bit. So here we go. 3 things I wish someone told me before getting pregnant at 40. Now, I didn't really give it my own things. I want to see what it gave me and then I can go back because you never want to accept the first thing that AI gives you. Okay. So, number 1, they're going to call it chick pregnancy. Yes, that is very much so. Like, if it makes me laugh, then yeah. And that label is going to hit different than you think. Hear me? That is a medical classification. It is not your identity. It does not mean your body is failing. It does not mean your care team is paying closer attention. That's a gift, not a sentence. Okay. I like that one. Okay. Number 2, you'll grieve who you were while becoming who you're meant to be. Damn. Yes, ma'am. Number 2, you are going to grieve parts of yourself you didn't expect to lose: your independence, your routines, your body, the way you knew her. And the grief. Okay, yes. Labor prep is nervous system work, not just a birth plan. And number 3, preparing for labor is less about perfect birth plan and more about your nervous system. Can you regulate your breath when things feel intense? Can you soften instead of brace? This is the real work, and it starts now, not in the delivery room. 1000%. These are good. These 1000%. I don't know how it knew that those would be like perfect for what I'm going to say. So you're like, how the heck are you going to remember this? Okay. So 3 things I wish someone told me before I got pregnant at 40. Okay. So this is my first one. It's like acting. So I'm like, okay, take 1. Okay. You're about to see it in in real action. Okay. So I'm going to go back to edits. Okay. So I'm gonna be like, and so I do different angles. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm already thinking the text is gonna be on top of me, and I'm not looking, and I'm like irritated, like, oh my gosh. Think about what they're seeing on the other side. So you're seeing like both sides. Okay, here we go. And remember, I can trim it. I just need to like get into thing. And I was just like, oh shit, what am I supposed to say? 3 things I wish someone had told me before I got pregnant at 40. 3 things I wish someone had told me. 3 things. Oh, yeah, yeah. 3 things I wish someone had told me before I got pregnant at 40. 3 things I wish someone had told me before I got pregnant at 40. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 3 things I wish somebody would have told me before I got pregnant at 40. Okay, so those variations of like me leaning into the screen, secrets. Okay, people be like, oh shit, she's about to tell us something cool. Okay, sorry. My phone, my eyes are, yeah, you guys don't worry about that. Okay, so there's scene 1. Okay, scene 2. Number 1, they're going to college. And I'm probably going to stop there. Okay, and then come back. Okay, all I got to remember is number 1, they're going to call it geriatric, and then I can whisper geriatric pregnancy. Okay, number 1. Okay. There's one. Okay. And I'm gonna come back. Okay. And that label is going to hit different than you think. But hear me, this is a medical classification. It is not your identity. It does not mean anything about you or your body or your capability to have this baby. Okay. And this is where I don't, but it gets me like, okay, I know what I want to say. I'm getting excited. Okay. Okay. That label is going to hit different. Okay. 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 Here we go. I'm just, or again, it's like acting. I'm like recording. So this is where I would like go into like a different scene. Okay. And that label, my beautiful friend, is going to hit you differently, but hear me out. Okay. It's a medical classification, first of all. Second of all, it has nothing to do with your ability to birth this baby. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have anything to do with your body, your capabilities, you as a person, nada. And what it really means is that your professional care team is going to pay better attention to you, which is actually a blessing and not a sentence. Okay. See, two, done. I didn't even have to take it in like two things. Okay. Number two. Oh, was that? Okay. No, number two is different. Number two, you're going to get grieve parts of yourself you didn't expect to lose. I need to take a deep breath after that one. Okay. Here we go. Number two, you're going to grieve parts of you that you didn't know that you were going to lose. Okay. Just a reaction of like how that feels on the inside for me. Okay. And I didn't even say it verbatim. I just was like, shit, I forgot while I was recording what I was supposed to say. Your independence, your routines, okay, your body the way you knew her. Okay. I'm just gonna have to do like your independence, your routines, okay, your body the way you knew her. Your independence, your body the way you knew her, your routines. Okay. Because I was like, shit, that's all I remembered. Um, and that grief is going to show up right alongside the joy. And that grief, it's going to show up right alongside the joy. Both are going to be real and both deserve to be there together. Okay, keeping eye contact because I'm thinking about the person that I want to talk to when I'm writing this or when I'm creating this. Okay, number three. Almost done, you guys. Uh, Number three. Preparing for labor is less about the perfect birth plan and more about your nervous system. And the natural like story in me wants to go into my whole story, my whole traumatic birth about I had this 3-part birth plan and I had a doula present and I like prepped my husband for worst case scenario and none of that shit went to plan. Like, and they kept asking me even about that. And it was like, I have a birth plan. It's on the door. Please go read the door and stop asking me questions that you can find the answers to right away. Like, I was like, dude, how do people like who are going through real labor? I mean, I was a little bit doped up, but I also had a C-section. So I was a little bit more like in my head. But yeah, I was like, yeah, this is not okay. 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 Changing again, maybe do this angle. And number three, preparing for birth is less about a perfect birth plan and more about regulating your central nervous system. Okay, little reaction, nothing crazy. And then, can you regulate your breath? Ask yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna just be like, ask yourself, can you regulate your breath when things feel intense? The question you should ask yourself is, can you regulate your breath when things get tense And can you soften your mind, your spirit, and your body when things get hard? Okay. Because I'm thinking like labor, and that's when it's the hardest. And that's when you need to like really teach your body how to relax in those intensity moments, which is what you learn in yoga. Um, okay, that's the real work, and it starts now, not in the delivery room. And the big thing is that all of that starts now and not in the delivery room. Stop preparing for your labor as the end game, because in reality, it's just the beginning. Continue to be you, continue to be beautiful, and remember, you're doing the best that you can, my love. And that, my friend, is always okay. And that's it. Okay, we go next. We watch it all together. Okay.
3 things I wish
would've
somebody
trimmed
would
it
have
there.
told me before I got pregnant.
Okay, so I would have waited until maybe there. Okay.
3 things I wish.
And although I like my reaction, it's too long. So I'm gonna be right there.
3 things I wish somebody would have told me before I got pregnant at 40.
Okay.
Number
And
1.
so those little pieces right there.
At 40.
Oh, that's the hard part. Okay. So they don't see me actually push the button. I just kind of bring it in.
Number 1.
And then the same thing. We're trimming it until we get to the point where.
Number 1. There.
Okay, right there. Perfect to end it. So we bring it in. And then I can tell I'm about to say something. So I bring that into there.
And that label, my beautiful friend, is going to hit you differently, but hear me out, okay? It's a medical classification, first of all. Second of all, it has nothing to do with your ability to birth this baby. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have anything to do with.
Okay. So I could trim it right there because you said I got caught up.
Ability to birth this baby. It
Okay. I would split it.
doesn't matter. It doesn't have anything.
Okay. And go to this part.
Doesn't have anything to do with your body, your
Okay, real quick.
capabilities, you as a person, nada. And what it really means is that your professional care team is going to pay better attention to you, which is actually a blessing and not a sentence.
Give them a little attitude.
Number 2.
Okay. So right before that line.
3 things I.
Down. Okay. That's the geriatric. And then I'm also looking at the time. That's a little bit longer.
Baby. It doesn't have anything to do with your body, your capabilities, you as a person, nada. And what it really means is that your professional care team is going to pay better attention to you, which is actually a blessing and not a sentence. Number 2,
Okay,
you're going to grieve parts of you that you didn't know that you were going to have.
Okay, perfect right there. I'm gonna give it to like close
3
my
things
eyes.
I would.
Damn, this thing. Okay, this is where we stopped. Right there.
Your independence.
Okay. Some of those things, they're just like extra.
3 things I wish
Damn.
somebody would have.
Okay, this is the part that drives me crazy. I'm like, this damn app. I usually don't do edits, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna show you that it's possible.
You're going to grieve parts of you that you didn't know that you were going to have. Your independence.
Okay, so I'm gonna elongate this a little bit and elongate this a little bit.
Your independence, your body the way you knew her, your routines.
Okay, so I already see there. Ay. No. Highlight it and then you bring it in. Don't do what I just did because then I'll give you the transition. Okay, I already know I'm about to say something, so screw it there.
And that label, my beautiful friend, is going to hit you.
What does it keep doing? Somebody can tell me. That shit drives me crazy. It's still.
Can you soften your mind, your spirit, and your body?
Oh, I went too far.
And number 3, prepare.
Okay, hold on.
Be real, and both deserve to be there together.
Okay. Bring it there.
And number 3, and that label, my beautiful friend, is going to hit you different.
Okay. Right, Chihuahua. I think that's number 2. Here we go. This should be number 3.
And that grief, it's going to show up right along
That means, did I do this one?
means. And that grief, it's going to show up right alongside the joy. Both are going to be real, and both deserve to be there together. And number 3, preparing for birth is less about a perfect birth plan and more about regulating your central nervous system.
Okay. Keep the reaction.
The question you should ask yourself is, can you regulate your breath when things get tense? And can you soften your mind, your spirit, and your body when things get hard? And the big thing is that all of that starts now and not in the delivery room. Stop preparing for your labor as the end game, because in reality, it's just the beginning. Continue to be you, continue to be beautiful, and remember, you're doing the best that you can, my love. And that, my friend, is always.
Okay. Done skis. Okay. We're going to do next. Download it, and I'm going to have my reel for tomorrow. And so that's how I do head talking videos. They're scripted, but you see how I lean in. I got those tips, those like things I actually learned from my coach, Molly Mahoney. If you ever see this, Molly, thank you. To really help bring me in. Some of it is just about becoming this persona. I'm not dancing and like doing crazy stuff, but I am bringing personality so that there's a fluctuation. It's very, very easy for me to be like, 3 things that I wish somebody would have told me before I turned 40 when I got pregnant or whatever, and just completely stare at it and have no personality and whatever. When you meet me in real life, there's a good chance that this is pretty much what, like, this is loosey goosey Edakati when she don't care and she's with people she loves. And that's the person that I tend to be when I'm creating for my yoga magic, because I know who I'm talking to. She's my best friend. She's in the thick of the weeds with it. I picture her when I'm talking, and it's like I'm sending her a video just to her. And so you can see like the animation in it. The only thing now, why am I saving this? Just because I want the raw one.
Things I
The
wish somebody
things.
would have told me
Okay.
before I got pregnant at 40. Number 1.
So we can come back in. The last thing you should do if you want to stay with edits and just, because like again, 143, that's pretty good. I mean, I gave them a lot of value, is that captions. So from the video, auto, you can pick the styles that you want. I like that style for this specific brand. So I'm going to have it generated, and then you just have to watch it one more time, because sometimes apparently I have an accent. I didn't realize this. And it may pick up on it again. Why did I save it already? Because it's my backup. If something F's up here and I'm like, shit, I can't go back.
3 things I
So I could still leave that. And when I post it, put it towards the beginning. But remember, you only have 3 seconds. So theoretically, I could bring this down even further. Okay.
3 things I wish somebody would have told me before I got pregnant at 40. Number 1. And that label, my beautiful friend, is going to hit you differently, but hear me out, okay? It's a medical classification, first of all. Second of all, it has nothing to do with your ability to birth this baby. It doesn't have anything to do with your body, your capabilities, you as a person, nada. And what it really
Okay,
means is that
so like right there, I could see this one. You as a person, that's supposed to be nada, Spanish. Okay, exclamation. Let's keep it going.
And what it really means is that your professional care team is going to pay better attention to you, which is actually a blessing and not a
And notice
sentence.
how I'm shifting
Number
my
two,
eyes
you're
so it
going to
doesn't
grieve
look like I'm
parts of
reading.
you that you didn't know that you were going to have. Your independence, your body the way you knew her, your routines, and that grief, it's going to show up right alongside the joy. Both are going to be real and both deserve to be there together. And number three, preparing for birth is less about a perfect birth plan
So
and more
looking
about
away from the
regulating
camera
your
while I'm
central nervous
talking,
system.
keeping it
The question you should
conversational.
ask yourself is, can you regulate your breath when things get tense? And can you soften your mind, your spirit, and your body when things
Not
get
in the
rough?
script.
And the big thing is that all of that starts now and not in the delivery. Stop preparing for your
Not
labor
in the script.
as the end game because in reality, it's just the beginning. Continue to be you, continue to be beautiful, and remember, you're doing the best that you can, my
And
love.
this is my
And that, my
trade-off
friend,
signature
is
for my
always
yoga
enough.
magazine. Boom. We are done skis, my beautiful friends. We're going to save that one. Well, we're going to go next. And I am done. See how fun? So let's just say I did that, changed my shirt, put my hair down, and did another one. And I'm only doing one of these, meaning like I'm teaching video, one where I'm actually giving you values, tips, things like that. Typically, we only recommend you doing that once a week. Okay. And the other one, something like a question and engagement driving one, and then like a humor one, something relatable, building that trust. That's it. You just go get away with three things so that they naturally expect those things. And then they know that you deliver like the rest of your day to day behind the scenes, client wins, things like that in your stories. Now, those who can't teach. So I have tried to be good about listening to my own shizness, but it's not easy when you're doing it across three different brands with three different like personas and people that you're trying to reach. So I have to give myself some grace. I'm doing things that would like seriously stress a lot of people out, but I find the fun in the content
Three things I wish
creation.
somebody would have told me before I got pregnant
I
at
would go
40.
to my Instagram. I'm already in that account. So if some of you guys are like, how do you do it across multiple business brands? Wherever I'm creating the content, I make sure that that's the social media that I'm actually like logged into. And boom, I save it as a draft. I'll come back to that tomorrow. You see? And then that's it. I got tomorrow done. I'm not going to sit here and worry about the caption and the cover and all of that. I will do it tomorrow. I'm about to go make a Chronosaurus out of craft paper with my son. I hope this was super helpful, you guys. Let me know in the chat, drop it in the comments. What else do you guys want to see? What else can I possibly do to help you guys in this? Because I just don't know what else I could do for y'all. So I hope this helps. I gave you incredible different ways to do your edits. You can 1000% even do your video edits inside of Canva. And so I can't do that today, but you guys can kind of understand my process. I showed you how I do it, head talking. I showed you how to do the B-roll outside. And so I can do it. You can do it. And my good friend Leisha Meganson, who I shouted out because she's doing the Yap Challenge with Jesse Jean. And again, an example of how I am empowering other women who are doing very similar things to me. And in some people, especially from a men's perspective, would be to direct competitor. She's not. She's my power partner. She was able to get my best friend, who I've been trying to get to do live head talking videos for like the last decade, to do something that I couldn't do. And I honor her for that because we rise what together. So, shout out to everybody else who's in the app challenge. All wins are good wins, and there are wins, as like in all of us. Okay, if you just did 4 bingo tiles, meaning like if you haven't started the bingo challenge at all, you still get 1 bingo if you play it right, and you get in the dibs to win a game. It's like Jeopardy. It's going to show the names of everybody who has an entry. You get 1 for each of your bingos. It's just going to go around, and then it's going to be like, ta-da! So and so won. And then guess what? I'm going to show you what you get, and it's fantastic. And the last thing I forgot to say was that when I was talking to Leisha, she's like, it's so hard. I can't, like, it's only day 3. And I'm like, we got what, 37 to go. And I sent her a text back and was like, I wish I could tell you that it gets easier, but it doesn't. It actually gets harder the more consistent you become, because then you have this pressure. And sometimes you get in your head, like, I've been doing it for so long, especially if your growth is slow, you're not getting the views that you want. You get caught up in that vanity metrics. Don't let that shit happen to you. And if it does, softly tell your self-saboteur twin, not today. Go sit in the back seat. You ain't driving this bus. Because it will happen. It is hard to be consistent after a long time, especially if you're doing it from just like a content creation and it's you haven't found your voice or your style or your message. That sometimes journey is very long. It does not have to be lonely though, which is why you need to be up in this community telling us what you're creating. But also, you have to find your why. And she and I talked about it. And so if you want to know what my why is, stay tuned. I have a podcast episode coming out. And then I'm going to go a little bit more into my story of my big why. And so make sure you have it. If you don't, start thinking about it. All right. I'll catch y'all later. And that's it. So this is just one of 3 of the videos that I break down exactly how I create content in 3 different formats. If you missed any of the other 2 videos, check the description of this video. I'll make sure to link them as they come out. But the real magic is in the Embrace the Sparks Bingo Challenge. So if you want the exact prompts on what to actually create, the magic is inside the app. And if you want access to the app, it's completely free and it's inside my free Facebook group. This is the Facebook group. It's absolutely free. It's here in the featured section. Just click here and get access to this app that actually teaches you what you need to be posting every month. It's already built out for the rest of the year. And the more you post, the more you get access to. So I hope this helps, and continue to be you. Continue to be beautiful. Continue leading from your heart. And I will catch you in the next video.